Hello everybody, Papa Blue Shirt here. I didn't record before I left, but I want to do a little video here. And so we're out riding this morning again. And I'm going to go on a little bit different route than I usually do, so I thought, well, it'd be nice to record. Well, I've come 2 miles already. And there's my miles. There's my miles. I got 344, add 8,000 on there. So you get 8,344. And it's been 95, 98 degrees here forever, like a month and a half. And it's just so warm. So warm in the mornings, even 83, 85 in the morning when I get up, before dawn even. So, but had to the beach today, buddy. Dog likes to come out and run along the road with me, but I beat him. I snuck up on him. But I had to move to riding in the morning because I just couldn't ride in the evening no more. It's just too hot. You know, when you have a heat index of 105 and high humidity, it doesn't make for a very pleasant bike ride. So I moved to the morning, and it makes it tolerable. I can usually ride in the 80s, but when it gets in the 90s, I get concerned about having heat stroke or something. Don't want my wife to find me alongside the road somewhere. But we're working hard to get to 10,000 before the end of the year. That was my goal. Get to 10,000 miles before the end of the year. And we're almost halfway to 9,000. So that'll be nice. Well, my son and his beautiful wife and his beautiful children, they come in from Alaska. So it's been a little out of the ordinary with, you know, visiting and things like that. And hopefully once it cools off here, I can get him out here on the trails, and you can see what I used to look like when I was young. My son looks a lot like me when I was young. In fact, when I see pictures of me, I have to look and see the area or what child I'm holding or whatever to know if it's me or him, because we look so much alike. We actually sound a lot alike too, so, which is kind of weird, because when he's up in Alaska, when I hear my voice, it makes me think of him all the time, because we do sound a lot alike. Yeah, what's this dog up here gonna do? Haven't been this way in a while. I don't know the dogs, what they're up to. Oh, I've got a whole bunch of them out there. A whole bunch of them. Yeah, I think it's been 3 or 4 years since I saw my son, because I don't get out of Alaska very much. And during COVID, you know, you couldn't really fly nowhere or do anything like that. So, yeah, it was really nice to see him all. Yeah, up here, my German Shepherd that used to come out and used to bite my tires and everything. I was afraid he was going to make me crash. And so I started giving him dog treats, and now he just comes out and waits for his dog treat. Well, he come out. He was on the other side of the road, kind of startled me a little bit. I wouldn't record it, but he still has me on edge because I'm afraid he's going to get in front of me. But he still remembers me. It's something. I can go for 2 or 3 months without going through here, and he sees me coming and he knows it's me. So he waits for his bone. He waits for his bone. He waits for his bone. we got some rain last night for the first time in probably a month and a half. With 90-degree weather, you can imagine everything was getting bad. And so I prayed. You know, the Bible says that Elijah was in like passions as we are, and he prayed that it would rain not on the earth, and it rained not for 3.5 years. And he prayed again, and the earth gave forth its fruit, and it rained again. So I said, Lord, I have like passions like Elijah. So, Lord, make it rain. Well, the first night almost rained. All the clouds went around us. And I said, Lord, I'm over here. I said, Lord, I'm over here. You missed me. And so he got me the next night. So we're thankful for the Lord for the rain that he brought us. We really needed it. And I got birds flying with me here. And look how they plant the corn all the way up to the road. That's kind of neat. You want to use every last bit of land to plant the corn. Yeah, this route that I'm going on now, it used to be my route. I went all summer long, and I've only went, I think, once or twice this year. Oh, I don't like the smell of burnt plastic in the morning. Oh, getting the roof done. Oh man, it'd be a hot to do a roof in this kind of weather. You know, when they do roofs in the summertime, they get out right at the break of dawn, at the Dake of Brawn, at the break of dawn, and because they want to work in the coolest part of the day, and then they get done like at about noon or 1 or 2 when it's hot. Otherwise, you don't want to be on a roof when it's hot. I did roofs where it was so hot you couldn't even put your hands down. Had to have gloves with the fingers cut out so I could handle the nails. But yeah, it was hot. Glad those days are over. Yeah, these back roads, they don't make them very wide, and then when the grass grows and hangs over the road, it makes them very narrow. So I like to go when it's been mowed. I don't like to go through the weeds because I'm too afraid of chiggers. So I stay out of the weeds in the summertime. I'm allergic to chiggers, and man, they really break me out. Even more than normal. Yeah. So I'm kind of petrified of them. So I learn where they're at and I stay away. I don't like to brake with the front brake while I'm going around a turn. Speaking of brakes, I need to adjust them, but I'm gonna be changing my rear tire pretty soon. I got like 6,000 miles on my knobby tire. About 90% of it was on the road. So at any moment I could have a flat, you know. I want to see how far I can go. Yeah, they come through here with the thing to grind up the trees and put a bunch of stuff in the road. So hopefully no sharp stick will get in my tire. I don't want to do that today. If I have a flat, I'd rather walk out in the morning and see the tire flat. That would be my best case scenario. Probably won't happen like that, but that would be my best case. I need to make sure I have my tube. Still have the original tube in my tire from when I bought the bike. Last time around it looked brand new yet, so I just used it again. I may want to buy one just to have one when I change my tire. Of course I couldn't patch it, I guess. Yeah, this is like an old friend going back on a route that you haven't been on in a while. Look to see what the differences are. Not a whole lot has changed except they mowed along the road. That's about it that I've seen so far. Seen a piece of a tire back there and I thought it was a snake. I got these dogs up here. Looks just like my son's dog. Let's see if he comes out today. See if he comes out today. Bring back some memories for my son. There he is. Look at all the puppies. All the puppies. Make those curves so they're not so bad. To make those curves so they're not so bad. That was nice. Used to be a really hard bump there. I love this road. This is my tree tunnel. This is nice to ride in the summertime. You know, when I first got this bike, I was so enthusiastic about it. I wanted to move somewhere where I could ride bike trails all the time. And we come to realize, you know, we live in a big bike trail. There'll be times I'd go out and I'll maybe pass only 1 or 2 cars the whole time. I mean, you know, this is a type of scene where you go drive 100 miles to go in the park just so you can walk around and take a look at it. Well, this is right in my backyard. Love to live in the country. You couldn't pay me to live in the city anymore. No, sir. I like my country living. Yeah, my son told me the other day, you used to be so paranoid to ride on the road when you were younger. You know, back when he was a kid, I wouldn't let him on the road or nothing. And I said, well, it's a little different now. I don't have a whole family that's relying on me for support, you know. And like I said, there's hardly any cars out here, and it depends, you know. I'm not going to be riding at 2 o'clock in the morning when the drunks are out. So hopefully, the Lord will watch over me and won't never have no problem. Well, it looks like they need to mow along the edge here. This is a wider road. This is a state highway. You can almost pass, you know, 2 cars at the same time. Oh, that's the hardest thing for me to get used to here in this state. The state I come from, the roads were really wide. I mean, they usually had a paved shoulder as big as the lane, you know, so you could have a flat, pull off, and not even have to get in the gravel a lot of times. And here you can see just a drop off, and the roads ain't very wide, so you know you have to watch that you don't drop a wheel off the edge. If you do, you might roll. There's that abandoned building out there that has deer in it a lot of times. Deer poke his head out the window. Probably got a little house in it. Out of the weather, and can look around and see who's coming up. Yep. Yeah, my grandson is, I believe, 5, and Grandma put on the Flintstones the other night. The first time he ever watched them.
Do I see a split?
And he liked them. Yeah, the Flintstones is probably my favorite cartoon. I think because it reminds me of the Honeymooners. Because I like the Honeymooners, so I like the Flintstones. So you'll probably see a lot of little cuts from the Flintstones, and probably a few cuts also from the Honeymooners. Because I don't know, I just like it. You know, good clean fun. That's what I'm all about. There's enough heartache in the world. I don't need to add to it on my own. So I try to make it lighthearted and safe for the whole family. Of course, you know, the younger kids, they probably get bored to death seeing an old man ride a bike, but it is what it is. But maybe when Grandpa's gone, all the younger ones will be interested to see what Grandpa was like. He's a crazy old man with a beard. I rode his bike all year round. Oh yeah. Yeah, this eBay battery I got was really held up. I think they sell them on Amazon too. And I don't know, it's held up a lot better than the other ones. The other ones, they used to run dead. So I'm thinking maybe that might have something to do with it, or they just use better cells. But yeah, so far I'm real happy with it. Only going about 16 miles a day, so I don't have no range anxiety at all. Not worried about it. Gonna do the 16 with no problem. Yeah, right. As soon as I say it, I run out, right? No. Let's see what these dogs are up to up here if they come out. Yeah, I haven't told my son on my YouTube channel yet, so let's see if I tell him or not. It's kind of hard to record and not be telling him why, right? You can see my corn here. The raccoons have really wreaked havoc on here. Alrighty, that's what we rode today. 17 miles. 359 is our total at 8,000. And there you go. Alrighty, this is Papa Blue Shirt. I thank you for riding with me today. And yeah, a beautiful, kind of a cooler morning than what we have been having. And just a little bit humid though. My glasses are fogging up. But yeah. Alrighty, well, thanks for riding with me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and may the good Lord take a liking to you.
May the good Lord take a liking to you. Hallelujah. May He spread His blessings on your trail. Hallelujah. May He be your guide anywhere you ride, and be always your host when you're needing Him most. May the good Lord take a liking.